Hi, Libra. I've had fun doing your crystal ball scrying. This is Esoteric Tales and Tarot. This is your April monthly check-in with the tarot cards and the crystal ball scrying. And I got that funny. It was really hilarious because today there's been some sort of brownish kind of smog that's in the air here in Melbourne. It's happy Easter, by the way. It's Easter Sunday if you celebrate Easter. And I've been out for a walk, and it's really funny because I've come back inside and I was scrying and I thought, gosh, what's that smell? And then I could hear in my mind this old song, Bitty Bitty Bop, Funk It, Funk It. And then when I came in to do the videos in here, my dog's sitting on a cushion down there, and if you had smell-o-vision, you'd be able to smell the funky, funky. So very funky. Something could be on the nose there, Libra. Is that Flip Fantasia? Is that the name of the old song? And it's interesting because I was getting this, it made me really laugh when I was sitting outside of my banana lounge scrying through the crystal ball, and I couldn't stop giggling. And I think it reminded me of that music that was around in that era, in that 1992, 93, 94. Around those years, there was this kind of a really cool time in music where things were fun and lighthearted. They were kind of had a groovy beat, and there was this mix of blues and jazz and all sorts of different sounds. And I really think if you play that kind of music around as well, when we're in this tricky energy and we're trying to throw things out that might be funky, we might be wanting to toss things out so we can clear out our energy. We know that we're in this crazy manifesting time. Of course, for Libras, it's just been excessive because the moon eclipse was a Libran energy, a Libran full moon. So you guys were smacked with it. You know that this is your time to clear out, get rid of your energy that was there, that was stuck, and manifest towards this, by the time we get to the 8th of April, so coming up in a week, you want to be really shifting out some of the old stuff before then so that you've got room and space, because you're going to be manifesting, and that energy is going to build whatever you've got. So if you've got old stuff you're clinging on to, you're going to manifest more of it. So you want to get rid of everything. Start focusing on little tasks. I've got a series of videos I've been doing about eclipse manifesting, just every day a little list. So join me and just pop something down to something small, 10 minutes, half an hour a day, where you're just like, okay, those thoughts are not serving me, get rid of them. Or here's something that's old that I don't need, I can donate it to charity, move it on. And then work towards something, just putting your thoughts and ideas towards new projects, new ideas, arts and craft, anything that's going to set you on this new cycle, and get rid of the funky. I also just got that things are very emotional. So I felt it was nice because I flipped from when I first sat there, I thought with Libras, it's been quite emotional. There's been reasons to have felt really like everyone's been poking the bear. But that was why that music really lifted up my vibration. I really got into the giggles, I have to tell you. I think turning on some old tunes, because I feel like there's cycles. Like I feel like around that time you could get through anything in those years. And then there was another, feels like we've done this 1992-ish around that era, big shifts around those years, 92, 93, 94. And then we had 2012, 2013, 2014, another big whoop. And I feel like we're just doing that again, and we can do this, we can do it. And it's about that, getting the groovy music on, or taking it kind of in that lighthearted way, and knowing that we've got the resilience and the tenacity to get through whatever's coming. And I think we can kind of have fun with it when we look at it and go, okay, this is just a passing energy, and I can put on my tunes and kind of groove through it. Because I think people have been no one has the patience to deal with anything. Everybody's under financial stress. There's a whole lot of external stuff going on that's frustrating everyone. It just feels as though around when you're in your car, when you're anywhere, everybody's short-tempered. there's just that kind of aggression everywhere. And here we go, having balanced emotions and being able to get in our Queen of Cups energy, which is your Scorpios, your Pisces, and your Cancers, and having this nice kind of surrendered and having your spiritual baths, going to water, hopping in the ocean, hopping in a river, putting your feet in a creek, and just looking up, putting your face towards the sun, and taking a moment and just kind of taking a deep breath and realizing that you can steady your emotions. And then what can happen, like what can be brought in through that beautiful watery kind of moon, because remember, we're going moon into sun. So how can we capitalize on this, all the work that we've done with the last eclipse, and get ready. Don't make the mistake of, once we've done all this work, we've made it this far, you made it through your eclipse, the lunar eclipse. So this is a shoe-in. If you just keep going, pushing forward, you've got this. Death and rebirth, the Scorpio card. So again, having that in mind. Scorpios do this so well, and they're your neighboring brothers and sisters. They're your next sign over. So you always have a little bit of that energy to borrow from. I always say the ones that are just next door, you can always kind of go, oh, hang on, what are they doing? Bring in some of that energy. So, you are in that. Something's got to be let go of. With that, we know that because of this eclipse energy, letting go so that we can have our rebirth. So death and rebirth, get rid of it, because a cycle, it needs to close. So letting go of the thoughts, the feelings, whatever it is, or maybe it's a relationship that needs to go. Maybe it's an old way of thinking, an idea, something you were set on. And you can say, you know what, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it drift out, because rebirth is here, and you can't avoid the death card. It's going to happen anyway. So something that's not serving you will be taken away. So just, open your arms out exactly like she's doing and let it go. I've had this 5 of Cups jumping out for a couple of the signs. So we're obviously all in this thing where when you're letting it go, when you are tipping it out, when you're letting it go, do it with joy and knowing that it's, don't go into the depressed side of it. Know that what is coming, what is still left in this cup sitting up while you're sort of sabotaging by tipping this out and looking all forlorn and depressed. This is guided. The stars are overhead here, and it's meant to happen. Things have to go so that we can bring in this new rebirth. So don't get in that 10 of Swords, stabbed in the back, or things aren't going, because you're walking towards the sunrise here, and the change in cycle. You're leaving from the stormy area and you're heading to, and you're guided here. You've got your murder of crows there, which I always find that they're very, they're the spiritual, beautiful crows that are magical and sending you on your way. You've got the Tower card here. I mean, it does not get more Scorpio under Scorpio. It's going to come down and fall. So whatever's not serving you will be taken away at this time. And that was the purpose of you having your eclipse cycle happen in this way. I mean, you're the ones really, really, really affected by that lunar eclipse, and coming into, it's time to clear the decks, Libra, and just get rid of the thoughts and the feelings that are holding you back, because wow, on the 8th of April, you're going to be smashed forward into Ace of Wands, into the passionate, fiery, let's go, this is where I want to head. I've thought of I've manifested it. I've put it down. I've written my lists. I've had a good think about where I want to head, who I want to be. If there's something I need to add to my knowledge, something that I need to do, I'm willing to do it. And you've created the space because you've gotten rid of the old thought pattern of, oh, I can't do it, or there's something that's limiting me, or don't have the money, or don't have the whatever. I really felt quite lucky when I looked in the crystal ball for you money wise, as though if you needed something, help or funds towards something, you're going to kind of get it at right when you need it. So not to sort of, I do have to giggle because I just love the angel wishes from Debbie Miller. I love cards. I love tarot. I love cards because what a laugh that this is the card that comes out for you. I did get this for another one of the signs. It was one of the early ones that I did. But this I was thinking if this card out of all of these would possibly pop out for you. Because when I got that song and I was giggling and having such a fun time, your card is you need to put the music back into your life. It's just for you, Libra. There's never been a more, come on. You need to put the music back into your life. Thank you, angels and guides, for coming through and just giving me even another giggle on top of that. Funky. So Flip Fantasia's really, done the extra work and done the extra mile here. You are going to giggle your way through. I swear, if you had something that you wanted to do, you're on a mission. If you put the right kind of music into your earpods or earphones and just turn the tunes up and have some like fun things that you used to have a giggle about, you're just going to find this time really sort of amusing, because you'll know I've gotten through so much worse than this, and this is just going to be an hilarious step into a new amazing cycle, and you're going to get so much out of it if you can do it in that way. If you can find that pathway to get through, it's just going to be almost like a video game is how I'm seeing it. Like you found the secret key, to get through a couple of the levels. It will just make it will be, a video game. You'll kind of be like, wait, I've done all of this before. I did it in the 90s. I did it in, when it was 2012, when everyone was dark nighting of the soul. I've done it every time, and I've absolutely cruised through. I'm just waiting for a Lover's Oracle to present itself as your card here. This is the Toni Carmine Salerno artist illustrator. There's your one. This is my new deck that I've just done an unboxing for, and I love it because the artwork has meaning if you want to pause and have a look at it. And then there's a message. So criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So that's beautiful. And that could be, any types of relationships. So family relationships, work ones, or personal ones. So criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. I think that's absolutely beautiful. A good one for you there, Libra. I just can't stop giggling. I'm going to definitely, I'm very close to Libra in sign with my Scorpio, and I'm definitely getting a playlist going because just got such a giggles. I was like, that's exactly how I'm going to continue going through this, because I'm quite enjoying throwing out things, getting, weeding or tossing. I got rid of old pot plants and, writing my little list and just keeping myself to account, but also knowing I'm doing these little videos and thinking others are tuning into, and we're able to, together, we're going to exponentially grow our energy and just bring in something really amazing. So let's build our empire together. Libra, thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing, because it's helping to grow my channel. Please leave a comment on how this resonates too, because I'd love to hear from you. I'm loving getting the comments as well. It's very exciting for me. I hope this has been helpful. Hang in there, because we've got this. We've absolutely got it. And get the tunes going. Please play any of those songs from an era where you're getting a giggle, something that you love. turn it on while you're doing all your things, even your chores. Get the music going. We're going to find our way through. It's going to really lift our vibration and shake off any energy that's in there that's stuck where it's not supposed to be in our body. And that will help us with our diet, feeling better, making good choices. It's really going to help if we can shift our energy, dancing around a bit, making idiots of ourselves, which I think is something that we can do, especially in this time when, Mercury's in retrograde, so our communication's off, everything's off. So if we can be a bit funny and clumsy and have a laugh, we'll drag other people along in that energy, and they'll really enjoy themselves too. So, Mercury retrograde coming up. It's going to be there for almost all of April. So careful of, leaving enough time to get to places, because transport will no doubt be affected. You'll have, glitches in all your technology and equipment, all these things. But if we know it's coming, we can have a giggle about it. We're like, oh yes, thank you, we see you, and dance through it. Thanks so much. And wow, let's see what happens with our solar eclipse energy. Should be a doozy. So hang in there, Libra. Chat to you soon. Bye.